Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I am Charisma. Charisma Cares Travels the World. And I have yet to title this video. This one is more about being a single parent, traveling the world, and finding community. By the time you watch it, it'll have a title. But who am I? I'm Charisma. I traveled the world full time, or pretty much full time. Right now, I'm on a pause with my son with special needs and a disability. So here I talk about all things travel as a single mom. I talk about how that travel is made possible through me investing in real estate. I teach women how to invest in real estate and also how to travel. So Oh, and if you want to learn more, my link is below in the description, charisma-cares.com, about coaching, classes, group challenging, group coaching, and all of the above. So today, I want to talk about just being a single or solo mom traveling. It's funny because recently I've seen both of those terms, and I think I've always just considered myself a single mom. I've never really seen the term solo mom until I was looking at World Travelers. And I mean, honestly, it seemed to me, and don't I could be wrong, right? That black women label themselves as single moms, whereas white women label themselves as solo moms. So I don't know. Are those two things different? Like, is a single mom and a solo mom the same? I remember years ago when I was working in hospice, one of my first hospice jobs. And I remember this woman, and she was married, yet her husband was overseas. And when we work in hospice, we have to do on call because if any of the patients pass at night or if they have any issues, at night, somebody has to be there to answer the phone or go out, things of that nature. And I remember the doctor saying, well, Charisma can't really go out because she's a single mom. There's no one there to stay with her kids. I think it was just my daughter at the time. I'm not sure. Anyway, so the lady whose husband had been recently deployed said, well, I'm a single mom too. And everybody stopped and kind of looked at her and they were like, no, you're not. And she's like, yeah, my husband is deployed, so I'm a single mom. And, in that moment, and I don't even know if I actually said it out loud or not, but it was kind of like, I don't think you understand this. This isn't just, oh, my husband's not here right now. So, I'm a single mom. No, this was, I'm a single mom. I have one income. I'm doing it all on my own. Wake up, go to sleep. I'm both good cop, bad cop. If I don't have a sitter, I don't go anywhere. If I do go somewhere, I go with my kid. Like, there is no, oh, sweetie, I'll be back soon. So, whether that is days, months, even if it's a year or two, like, there is none of that. There's no one that I call and I'm like, hey, today Johnny was not good at school. Can you talk to him? So, I say that to say I don't know the difference between single mom and solo mom. I don't know if there is a difference. I just was like, oh, I like that term solo mom. It doesn't make me feel like as bad as the term single mom. I don't know. I don't know. Like, let me know what your thoughts are about that. Like, do you think, I don't know. What is single mom versus solo mom? Anyway, I like solo mom, so I think I'll just adopt the term and use it as I please because, I want to. Anyway, so all of that because I'm always going off on this tangent, y'all. But I was recently really as we go into Black History Month, I'm really focusing on bringing more women onto my channel that can speak to other women about what it is that they're doing in the world and how you can do that too, and empowering them. So I have different women on Sundays at 1 p.m. that I'm talking to, just to kind of bring that out there and put that out there for you all, because that's just something new that I'm doing, and I want to kick that off with Black Women in Power. So as I'm looking at YouTube and I'm doing a little bit of research. Of course, everybody that I've talked to is not going to be a YouTuber, because frankly, I'm not just doing it for numbers. I'm doing it really. Some of this is for my own research, y'all. Like, it's things that I feel like are important to me. So I feel like it's probably important to you all as well. So whether or not they have a YouTube channel, it's just not important to me. So, but I was on YouTube and I was like, where are the other single moms that travel? I just kind of feel like lately when I have traveled, I just felt a little, I don't want to say lonely, because that wouldn't necessarily be the correct term. But, me, I'm such an extrovert. I could talk to anybody, right? So I can meet up with solo women that are traveling. We can go for coffee or tea. If I don't have a sitter, I take my son with me. Most women are cool with that. But if we're going out at night, that's not necessarily the case. But I can meet up with women. They may be in a relationship, they may be solo, but they want to meet up with other women and kind of hang out and have fun. So what I found is, like, I have those women that I can meet up with, and typically I'm the only person with a kid that's bringing my kid, right? And then I have where I met like the local families where I can hang out with the mom and the kids, and we do stuff together, and I really enjoy that. And those are locals typically. At least in my case, those have been. So I really enjoyed the locals and getting to know them, and my son making friends with the locals. And it was just amazing, right? So we really enjoyed that. And then, well, you have the people that are married to or in relationships, but they still hang out solo. Girl, let's go for a cup of coffee. Let's go hang out at this club or whatever. But what I found is that what I don't see a lot of are single moms or moms that just want to hang out with their kids. And I felt like that was something that I was missing in my travels. So I said, well, let me look around and see what I can find. Like, who else is out here doing this? And y'all, the pickings were very slim. They really were. Like, I saw Ashley in Africa, which I do watch her. I like Ashley in Africa. I it's one of those melanin popping all over the scene, right? Because Ashley in Africa is, and if you don't watch her, she is in Africa. She seems to bop around east to South Africa, give or take. I think she has two girls, maybe three, I don't know. And she invests. She's into some economics out there. She makes her money out there. Whatever it is that she does business wise. I don't watch all of the episodes, just the ones that kind of pertain to me. But I really love that she's doing big things in Africa, and she has her kids out there. And I thought that was absolutely amazing. And I think there's even an episode where she talks about like the whole custody thing. I don't know that she goes in detail with it, but she definitely, hits on the whole custody thing. So, I really appreciated her, and, just what she's doing. However, y'all, I haven't found anybody else. So I had actually made a post in a Facebook group, and I was like, hey, looking for other moms that are on YouTube or IG that travel as single moms. Because the thing is, I travel, right? I've been to Caribbean, I've been to South America, but you can learn anything from anyone, right? So if I could see other single women that are traveling with their kids, then that may help me in my learning, things that I'm learning about myself and the way I travel and the way, there may be a circle, another Facebook group, or, just something like I have no idea what's out here because you don't know what you don't know, right? So I do this post on Facebook, and they tell me about this one lady, and I don't have their names right now, right? But one lady, I think she takes her kids to Japan. It looks like she may be from Florida, or her mom is in Florida. So, if you know who she is, go ahead and throw her in the chat here. So she's on there. Of course, somebody mentions Ashley in Africa. There were a couple of other people that were tagged, but they no longer really do the social media thing. They no longer do YouTube. They no longer do Instagram. And I'm like, man, we are out here hugely under, what would be the word? Under, hmm, ain't nobody talking about us. That's what I came up with. We ain't nobody talking about us. We not talking about us, and so I have to imagine. I'm like, there are single moms out here, but where are we, and how are we meeting people, and what are we doing, and how are we learning? Because it's just something about community. So I had somebody, because there's always one. Well, you shouldn't limit your community to just single moms. There are married women out here that want to do things, da 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 da. And I was like, yes, I understand. There, I don't know. I kind of feel like it was a Karen moment, like. It was, I just kind of felt like it was one of those moments where it was just like, we all, when people are just like, I want to be seen, I want to be heard. And it was just kind of like, I never said there were not married women out here, never said there were not solo women out here, never said there were not locals out here. I have friends in all of those categories. What I said was that it appeared that single moms were under, what the hell is that word? I found it, then I lost it. But single moms were not really being highlighted, or I was not able to find single moms. So here I am. If you would like to follow me, but please list where you are so I can follow you, so I can learn from you, because I'm sure there's other women that have been doing this for years, that I can learn from. I know on IG I see the traveling child, but those are just pictures. So those don't really, they're beautiful and it's like, hey, great, you went there. But for me, I need a little bit more substance. Like, how did you get there? How did that work for you? What did you do? What were some of the hiccups that you experienced? A lot of what I talk about is about being real. Y'all, I tell y'all, this is what happened when I lost my debit card. This is what happened when, my phone got locked out and I lost my phone number. This is what happened when I had the Google Fi number. These are the apps that I use. All of those different things are things that I talk about and I have videos about. So what I wanted was another perspective of this is how it is. Single moms are out here, and it's a little different because they're dating. We're dating as well when we go to a lot of these countries. So how are you navigating that dating scene? That's going to be a little different than if you solo. If you solo, you jump on one of those apps and you go out and you date. Single moms are going to be dating a little bit differently. When you want to just go out for coffee, or you want to go out at night or something like that, you're going to need to find a sitter or a nanny. I tell you all how I find my sitters and my nannies. I tell you, there's some tricks to how you can book some flights sometimes. I don't know. I just kind of felt like I just want to see where the other single moms at. So that was my thing with that. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. Like, do you know of any channels with other single moms? Is anybody else out here doing this? When I leave the States again, will I have somebody else whose kid is running around to hang out with, so I don't feel like I'm the only person with a kid there? Will I, it was crazy because I was talking to one of my friends from the DR, and she's also a single mom. And, we were just talking and we got into this conversation. And it was like, girl, I understand you. I completely understand you because I've been there, been in that same place that you've been in. And that only as a single mom that travels the world would understand. So, as if our minority was not enough, being Black woman, being single mom, now we're single mom, single women, single moms that are Black that travel the world. Definitely makes it a little bit different. So, this is not to say that solo women, married women, women in relationships, women of any color, anything like that. It's not to say that I don't like y'all, because I have all of y'all as friends. It is to say that sometimes you want somebody that talks your language and can empathize with your situation and not just sympathize with that situation. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Make sure you like and subscribe if you made it to the end of this video so YouTube knows that you like me. Ciao.